Smith and Nelson in the morning on 94.9 KYSS FM.
That's country leader 94.9 KYSS FM. Smith and Nelson doing it for the morning. Thank you for hanging with us. Seeing some of those overnight morning sprinkles. Those should die off. And we should see temperatures in the upper 60s, into the 70s tomorrow, into the 80s for Thursday.
Okay.
Smith and Nelson in the morning. This has just been, I don't know, go back, 6 weeks or so? It's just been nothing but face pain for you. Hashtag face pain.
What torment can we put on my face this week? Yeah. No, I mean, it was beginning of April. I got attacked on the bridge on Higgins, got punched in the face there.
Black eye from it.
Yes, exactly. And then end of April, I fainted on the M, smashed up my face pretty good, and had to heal for a few days.
Stitches. You got a little scar going.
Yeah, that's still
chipped
there.
a tooth that had to be kind of fixed at the dentist.
Yep, exactly. And so now we've pretty much fixed all that stuff. The scar's still here, but otherwise I was like, okay, the face is solid. We're good on messing up my face for the foreseeable future. And while that may be the case, I did end up going to the dentist yesterday for an appointment that I had booked a while ago. And actually had to delay because of the whole fainting on the M thing.
So at least this was a scheduled thing. It wasn't it wasn't a surprise attack. It wasn't a fainting episode.
Yes. Last time I was at the dentist, for a regular checkup and stuff, they told me that I needed to come back in for gum treatments.
Ugh.
And I didn't exactly know what that meant. But apparently they were telling me that, with gums, you don't want to mess around with that kind of stuff. If untreated like the way it is now, my teeth are pretty good, but I've always been pretty bad about cleaning the gums. And they were like, if they continue going the way they are, in like a few years, you might need new teeth.
That's not what you want to hear from the dentist.
No, absolutely not. I was like, well, okay, I will try to fix that if possible. Should I start flossing more? And they were like, well, yes, but we also need to do this. And so I need to go in twice. And the first of those visits was yesterday for this gum treatment.
So I don't know how a gum treatment works.
Yeah.
But yesterday we were talking before we went to the dentist, and I was like, my guess was that they have that little scrapey hook.
Yep.
And they're kind of getting in there and getting at it, and it's kind of a little pokey and painful. And is that what it kind of ended up being?
Pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
I was pretty numbed up, so it didn't hurt too bad. But I went to the dentist yesterday and had to do the gum treatment, which honestly, going in, I really didn't know what to expect from it. And generally, my experience with the dentist has been pretty positive because I'm pretty good at brushing my teeth.
Sure.
I think I've had one cavity in my entire life and had to fill that once and all that kind of stuff. So, I wasn't expecting too much from it. But, I ended up being at the dentist for 2 hours. They had to, numb my face and do the whole thing. And I got through the procedure pretty okay. But it was one of those things where they were just scraping, and it was just kind of nonstop for a while, but they were kind of clearing out all the bacteria that was on the left side of my face. Still haven't done the right side.
Oh, it was only a half?
Oh, yeah. Because I have to go back again in a few weeks and do it again. So that'll be the right side of my face.
Oh, my gosh.
But they did the top and bottom, left side of my face, and you can actually tell exactly where the anesthetic ended. Because, they were doing their thing on the left side, and then
that's where you were drooling from, probably.
Well, no, because they would move over, and then they would get to the middle of the mouth, and suddenly I could feel it. I was like, oh God, no, that one hurt.
I thought you meant after.
Yeah, no, but afterwards, my face was numb for a while, and I came back to the station to get some work done, and at some point somebody came in my studio and was trying to talk to me, and I was like, I can't speak to you. I can't move my mouth. The entire left side of my face is just not moving at the moment. But it wore off after a while, and then I had to take some ibuprofen because it was still kind of sore. It's still pretty sore actually.
Jeez.
Made it through. So there we go. Take it.
I guess. So then you got to go back and do the other half.
Got to go back and do the other half, but in exchange, I get to keep my teeth, and so I feel like it's a good trade-off.
It's a fair trade.
Right?
It's a fair trade. All right. Well, hopefully no other episodes before then.
Hopefully.
You can bring hashtag face pain to a close.
That would be great.
And all will be well in the world.
Would love nothing more than that.
This part of Smith and Nelson in the morning brought to you by Hunter Bay Coffee, Montana's premium gourmet coffee roaster. They say, what they tweet, what they do, it's what's making news in the world of country music. This is the Music City 60 on 94.9 KYSS FM.
Yes, it is your Music City 60, and Miranda Lambert has made Time Magazine's list of the 100 most influential people of 2022, which
Very
they
cool.
just unveiled yesterday. Absolutely. Yeah, she shared a photo and wrote, "I am so honored to join this year's class. I only ever wanted to sing and write songs, and thanks to y'all, I've gotten to do that and so much more. Thank y'all for being on this journey with me."
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Gabby Barrett, she appeared over the weekend on American Idol, the big finale.
Ah, yes.
I think she performed twice. I think she did a duet with one of the contestants and
Nice.
then performed solo, too. But speaking of performing, she will not be doing some performing when it comes to the second half of Jason Aldean's Rock and Roll Cowboy Tour. She has a pretty good reason. It's not just like, I think I'm going to take a break.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. Baby due right around the second half of the tour.
Okay.
So she will exit stage right, and then Travis Tritt, Tracy Lawrence, and Chase Rice going to be joining the tour for some various dates.
Ah, cool.
That'd be a fun one.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's cool. Ashley McBride came to Eric Church's rescue the other night. Eric Church performing at Madison Square Garden in New York, and his backup singer, Joanna Cotton, actually fell ill. She was sick, couldn't do the show. So Eric Church called Ashley McBride. She stepped in and nailed it. Ashley actually posted pictures on social media and wrote, "When the chief calls from the garden, you answer."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw that post over the weekend. I had no idea what it meant. I thought it meant like, I got a call to come and show up and be on a song or something.
Yeah, no, she was singing backup, I guess, the entire show, which is crazy.
That's really cool. It's kind of crazy, though. You can just kind of get the call, like, someone's catalog so well.
Right.
So you could just step in and, like, carry on for the night. Because he features that backup lady a lot in the show.
That's true, yeah.
All right, Tim McGraw tells Variety magazine that Faith Hill forced him to shower on the set of 1883. Big breaking headlines here. Tim says, "There are a few times my wife forced me to take a shower while we were shooting because I wanted to stay in character as best as I could. And she was like, I don't care about your method acting. You stink."
And that's fair.
I can imagine. He had that beard going. And
Sure.
they're wearing probably all that heavy old Western clothing.
Yep.
Yeah, probably getting a little nasty.
I would imagine.
I guess better your wife than just a coworker.
Yeah.
Some fellow actor. Right?
Everybody else on the set.
Yeah,
I'm sure everybody else wanted to say it.
They're putting the bug in Faith here.
Yeah.
Faith, we don't want to have to tell. Can you do it?
Exactly.
All right, Tim, you stink.
And now you're in the know with Nashville. Smith and Nelson's Music City 60. 94.9 KISS FM.
Nelson, Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM. Almost 30 years, a Missoula business. Just a staple of downtown.
Yeah.
Announcing their closure. This news came out yesterday. We'll share it here in moments. First weather check for the day. See a high in the upper 60s. We are only going to get better as we go through the next couple of days. Be in the low 70s tomorrow. How about into the 80s for Thursday? And if you really want to keep going with your weekend forecast, with the holiday weekend, mid-60s on Friday, upper 50s through the weekend. So kind of got some good stuff coming, then we fade a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a bummer.
That's how it goes when a holiday rolls around, though. Weather check for your morning, brought to us by the Advocates Injury Attorney.
That's right. If you've been in an accident, don't go it alone. Call your local Advocates Injury Attorney. They take the stress away, deal with the insurance, and get you the settlement you deserve. They don't get paid until you win. Call the Advocates today at 406-640-4444 or MontanaAdvocates.com.
I feel like it's just going to look weird downtown for a while.
I think it will, yeah.
When you stroll by, you drive by, when you're out and about, without El Cazador.
Yeah.
Right there on the corner of, what is it, Front Street there, right? Front
yes.
and Higgins.
Yeah, Front Street and Higgins. Yeah, it's right there on the corner. I mean, it's one of those things where you really can't miss it. Like, it's just a fixture of the downtown Missoula area. But yeah, El Cazador, it's closing down.
What a prime spot, too.
Yeah.
It's so much, not only vehicle traffic, but
sure,
foot traffic.
Right by the Wilma, too.
Yeah, exactly. El Cazador announcing that they will be having their final day on Friday.
Okay.
So it's another one of those kind of just short little heads up, and they'll close on Friday. Although they do have their second location in town. That's the good
thing.
news.
So I think people saw the story and they were like, "Oh no, El Cazador is gone forever." And the answer is no, that's not necessarily the case. Because even though the downtown location is still opening, their other spot here in town will still be open.
Which that's always it's always a bummer when your favorite restaurant, your favorite food place leaves, especially short notice or you go to walk in and there's a sign on the door.
Right.
They just close it and let anybody know. But then you're just you just got those cravings of like, I want that favorite dish of mine.
Exactly.
You can't do it. You can't fulfill your stomach's wishes. But at least here, even though the downtown building is disappearing and closing, they'll still have the second location. So you can still get your El Caz fix.
Yeah, so they'll be still out there on South Avenue, which is good. But I'm going to miss having them downtown. I mean, it was just a great fixture of the area. It was great to be able to walk around and just, head over to El Caz, do their thing.
We just had it last month was my wife's birthday. And what she wanted for her birthday was
El Caz?
Takeout from El Caz.
Nice.
So ran down and picked it up. But yeah, kind of a bummer deal. Just been there for almost 27 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like I said, it's gonna be weird when you go downtown. It'll be something else.
Yeah, but it sounds like the owners are just like ready to downsize. They don't really they're too tired running two restaurants. Want to just focus on one. Which that's good at least. At least it wasn't like, COVID closures or something like that, right?
You can't blame someone for that. That's been doing it for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
We got two places in town, and especially with like the staff shortages and everything right now. Can't blame anybody for just wanting to kind of take a little something off the plate.
Exactly, yeah.
Which we were just talking about El Cazador not long ago, and Carlos Santana was there.
Yeah, Carlos Santana right before the show, which I was at the show, and he mentioned eating. I don't think he mentioned El Cazador by name, but he was like eating El Caz downtown.
I think he said something about the great Mexican restaurant downtown. Whatever, and then kind of got pieced together and everything. All right, so there's some breaking news from yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, the question now is what's going to take that spot. It's like we said, it's a prime location out there in Higgins. But apparently the article that it was originally revealed in saying it's already drawing interest from possible tenants.
Yeah. No, we put the story on our Facebook page yesterday, and there's been a lot of people tagging people. We got to go before they close.
Yeah.
We got to get in there by Friday.
Sure.
So if you do have to get in there and, just one more time, go eat at El Cazador downtown.
Definitely.
Maybe other people with the same ideas, so you might have to,
might be pretty busy over the next couple days. Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people want to kind of get in there one last time, but there you go. Some big breaking news yesterday. More with the story. You can check it out with our KYSS FM mobile app.
49 KYSS FM. It's newsy and noteworthy, and it's now on 94.9 KYSS FM.
Yes, it is. What's newsy and noteworthy for your morning? And a guy in San Diego built a remote control air horn to blast every time his neighbor's dog barks. He calls it the Dog Zapper 2000. Posted a video on TikTok to show how it works. Said the dog constantly barks at him or any little sounds. We decided to give it a taste of its own medicine. Some people think it's genius, and he said a lot of requests to actually start selling them, but others say, well, it's the owner's fault for leaving the dog outside all day. Shouldn't be punishing the dog for it. So not clear if the air horn has made a difference or not, but it at least worked in a roundabout way because once he started using it, the dog's owner talked to him about it. Since then, he's been able to meet the dogs. Now they're friends. Hopefully, they won't won't get barked at as much.
And so the funny part is he's doing it because the dog's annoying, but then he's probably more annoying to the neighbors than
Probably,
the dog is.
Yeah. I mean, that's the idea, right?
I think we all want to live in a mansion, right? How about one with an elevator, swings, a pool, a Ferris wheel?
Yeah, why not?
Sounds like a pretty nice place. Well, that's exactly what this man from China built for his dog. Spent $51,000 building a mini mansion for his pet dog. The mansion has air conditioning, a TV, water dispenser, elevator, toilet, a fur dryer, slides, swings, a pool, toy cars, a Ferris wheel, and a disco room.
Oh, man.
Dogs are living better than I am.
Sounds like those dogs could use an air horn to the face.
That's right.
The last payphone in New York City was removed yesterday.
Wow.
The very last one. It was near the corner of 7th and 50th in Midtown Manhattan. There's footage of a crane loading it onto a flatbed truck. There was a small ceremony held down the street near Times Square. People kind of calling it the end of an era. But the latest stats say that as of 2018, there were still around 100,000 payphones in the U.S., and around 20% of them were in New York. But as of now, no more. They started removing them back in 2015 because cell phones made them obsolete, and now they're fully gone.
I would have just left the last one standing.
Yeah, just as a monument to technology, yeah.
As they took away the last payphone, everybody filmed it on their cell phone.
Yes, pretty much.
How wild is this? Newsweek magazine has a story. It says a mobile gas station in West Hollywood selling gas for $7.29 a gallon. The federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour.
So the gas is more expensive than what people could make an hour.
At this station, a gallon of gas is 4 cents more than the minimum wage.
That's I think that means two things. One, gas needs to be cheaper. Two, minimum wage needs to be higher.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Both correct, sir.
That's wild. All right. Arby's is adding their first ever burger to the menu, which you would think, Arby's keeps saying they have the meats. You would think they would have had a burger at some point. But this is actually their first ever burger. It's called the Wagyu Steakhouse Burger. It costs $5.99, and for now, it's a limited time item available now through July 31st. But they say that it's the highest quality burger the market has seen yet.
Interesting.
And they spent more than 2 years developing it.
Huh.
So if they spent that much time developing it, I would imagine it's not just going to be a limited time thing. I'm guessing it will be back.
You'd think, right?
Yeah.
All right, I know you're excited. New Top Gun coming out this week.
Seeing it Friday. Very excited.
Tom Cruise in an interview talking about how he uses one of his own planes in the movie. Says, I got to actually fly an F-14 jet, which was a dream come true. But he said the P-51 Mustang you see in the movie is actually my plane.
Nice.
So I got to pilot in those sequences. I also got to be in the jet fighter a lot more this time, which was thrilling, something I've been working up to. How good is it to be Tom Cruise?
I mean, basically, he just gets to do whatever he wants, and they film it and put it on screen.
Get your own plane, and you're like, we need a plane for the. Yeah, I'll just bring mine. I'm showing up to the set. I'll just bring my plane, and we can use that.
I'll bring it around back.
Yeah, not too shabby there, old Tommy Cruise. All right, there you go. Newsy and noteworthy for the morning. It's KYSS.
Yep, this is your local country morning show. No bones about it. Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KYSS FM.
Who needs a
KYSS FM. Smith and Nelson in the morning. Still a chance to win Dirks Bentley tickets with us. That is going to happen coming up about 8:15. Send you to see Dirks Bentley over at the Adams Center. KYSS FM mobile app. Open it up. See a story there about an upcoming event, which is fun. Looks very cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And for a great cause. It's going to be over at Lookout Throwing Company, the axe throwing place here in town.
That's right, and they're partnering with Missoula PD and the Missoula Fire Department for a 24-hour throw-a-thon.
Man, think about how your arm would feel 24 hours of throwing axes.
I would guess they're like taking turns.
Well, sure.
They're switching off.
Yes. It's one person throwing for 24 hours straight.
Come watch the amazing 24-hour guy.
Looks pretty fun, though, the 24-hour throw-a-thon, and it's very cool. Great cause, helping first responders with mental health and wellness.
Yep.
Providing services for first responders and their families, things like suicide prevention, PTSD support, confidential support, helping find therapists for first responders and stuff.
That's right.
So the money going to a lot of cool services.
Absolutely. And basically members of the MPD and MFD, they'll be throwing axes during the event, and it's open to the public. You can stop by. You can cheer them on. You can make a donation. You can even do a little throwing of your own for free, which that's a pretty good deal, too.
Yeah, they're going to have kind of the throwing bays open. So as you kind of stop by, if you make a donation, hang out a bit, just, you can throw a few axes. They have food and drink. I think they're still kind of hammering out the details on that.
Right, but there will be something there, plus some items up for raffle. Also don't know what those are going to be, but, pretty cool.
One thing we do know is anybody that makes a donation of $250 or more.
Oh, yes.
Entered to win a new Traeger grill.
Love that.
And also a private party. Could rent out get the whole facility.
Nice.
At Lookout Throwing Company.
Yes.
And have a party.
Yeah, I know. I've had a party at Lookout Throwing before with my birthday party a few years ago. My girlfriend had set that up. That wasn't a private party where we rented out the whole building or anything. But it's a great place to have a party, hang out, throw some axes, have some food, have some drinks. It's a great time.
Totally. They're looking for businesses that want to donate. Do a $500 or more donation. They'll put your logo kind of hanging inside the bays where they're throwing. And if you go big with a $1,000 donation, they'll put your company name or logo right there above the target.
Okay.
It's all they'll see the entire time when people are watching the axes be thrown there for 24 hours.
And if you're just a person who donates $1,000, you can just put your face right up there above the target.
That'd be a great thing. Put like an X or something there.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
An X in the path of the axe. Kind of like when the zoo will name a cockroach after your ex for Valentine's Day or something.
Love that. Yeah, just throwing ideas out there.
All right, June 5th starts at 10 a.m. over at Lookout Throwing Company. And yeah, as we said, it's a great idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Axe throwing, just something to go do like on a Saturday night, a weekend or something. It's just such a fun thing.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a cool deal for 24 hours. Fire department and police department teaming up. Great cause, all to benefit first responders. If you want more details, how you can check it out, how you can make plans to stop by, how you can make a donation, we have it all laid out for you.
Yes, we do.
Got the story with your KYSS FM mobile app or KYSSFM.com.
Smith and Nelson, 94.9 KYSS FM. Odds and Ends with Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KYSS FM.
Yes, it is some odds and ends for your morning, and Kurt Cobain's guitar from the Smells Like Teen Spirit music video just sold at auction for $4.5 million. Left-handed blue 1969 Fender Mustang, also used during the recording of the Nevermind and In Utero albums. The owner is Jim Irsay, the owner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one who bought it, has a huge collection of pop culture artifacts, and actually the Cobain estate also donated a portion of the auction proceeds to his Kicking the Stigma mental health initiative.
Oh, that's cool.
So he bought the guitar, and then part of the proceeds went right back to his organization.
Got a little kickback.
Yeah.
Southwest Airlines, they're telling people, hey, don't fall for this scam. There's been posts on social media that say, we're celebrating our 69th anniversary by giving 2 round-trip tickets anywhere. All you have to do is type the words done by 5 p.m. at a certain day. Southwest Airlines, they jumped online, put their own post. They said, well, we like a great deal as much as the next person, but this is not real. By the way, we're celebrating our 51st anniversary this year, not the 69th. Kind of tips it off right there.
Yeah, I think so.
People will type anything, do anything, and they see free in front of it.
Pretty much. DoorDash just released a report on restaurant ordering trends so far this year. Number 1 menu item people are having delivered is French fries, which is a little surprising because fries are just one of those things that like never travels well. They get soggy, they're gonna be cold. Yeah. Like anytime I get French fries through a DoorDash order, like it's always like, I kind of wish I just went to the restaurant and ordered food there.
When the inspiration hits, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Had a few beverages. I need a snack.
I think it's part of what it is.
Get some fries.
Yeah. Second most popular is burritos, followed by chicken nuggets, chicken sandwiches, by the way.
Interesting. Story that says Miller Lite is introducing a beer-infused charcoal just in time for Memorial Day weekend. Actually, it goes on sale. Can be purchased beginning today at Miller Lite's website.
In case your barbecue doesn't smell enough like beer.
I guess that would be a positive. I don't know if it's meant to give your meat flavor.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know exactly what the point of it is, but I think it's just cool to say, oh yeah, let me pull out my beer-infused charcoal there.
There you go. Police in Louisiana made a bizarre discovery on Saturday when they came across a house that was abandoned in the middle of a road. The house was on the back of a trailer being hauled by a truck, and they put a photo on Facebook. The house is pretty huge, was not split up like houses usually are when they're being trucked around. Just a full house in the middle of the road, completely blocking both sides of it. They arrested the homeowner and an accomplice for criminal damage to property because there was also a string of damaged mailboxes, road signs, trees, and power lines in its wake.
That the house had taken out before it stopped.
Exactly. I guess it was part of an ongoing situation with the homeowner who was told he'd need permits to move the house, and he just ignored it, tried to do it on his own anyway.
Wow. Then didn't work.
Yeah, did not work.
I love that moment where they're like, looking at each other like, now what? Let's just go. Maybe nobody will see it.
Yeah.
Things that happened on this day. How about 1830? Sarah Josepha Hale published Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Okay.
That's how old the song is.
Wow.
This date, 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge opened up. And this day, 1935, the first Major League Baseball night game took place.
Nice. Wow.
A couple birthdays for your day. Tommy Chong is 84.
That's crazy.
What? Also, Bob Dylan, 81.
Oh, that's less crazy. That makes more sense.
Right. Yeah. Think of Tommy Chong starting to push to 90. That's wild.
Super weird. All
right, odds and ends for the morning. It's KYSS.
We are Montana's country leader, 94.9 KYSS FM. Pulled from the KYSS FM mobile app. This is what's going on around town on 94.9 KYSS FM.
All right, what's happening around the area, including concert season kicking off as far as outdoor shows go.
That's right. Kettle House Amphitheater kicks off their season tonight. I'm going to be there. 311 are going to be performing, bringing some 90s alt-rock vibes. Should be a lot of fun. Another concert tomorrow with Bastille, which I'll also be at, actually. So I got 2 back-to-back concerts to kick off the Kettle House season. I'm pretty excited about that. Should be a lot of fun.
And then concerts run pretty much all the way through mid-September.
Over at Kettle House? Yeah, over mid-September, actually, which I'm also going to be at the last concert of the Kettle House season, too, with Flogging Molly and the Interrupters.
So keep track of how many you make here during the season.
I think I've got tickets to like 5 or 6 of them. So, yeah, it should be a fun time.
All right, so Kettle House, first concert of the season tonight. Tomorrow, it's opening night for the Missoula Paddleheads.
Yes, it is.
The defending league champion Missoula Paddleheads. They're going to have opening night tomorrow. That's going to include a championship ring ceremony. First couple of nights, you got Thirsty Thursday.
Yes.
This week. And then Friday, it's the first fireworks night.
Oh, nice.
Love the fireworks nights with the ball games.
Absolutely. So that's going to be exciting. So you got concerts, you got paddleheads this week. And then also this weekend is Memorial Day. It's Memorial Day weekend. Monday is Memorial Day. And did you know Missoula actually leads the nation in the number of wreath ceremonies on Memorial Day?
That's a pretty impressive stat, actually.
Yeah, actually, it kind of is. Which means that's a lot to keep track of if you're trying to hit a few of those wreath ceremonies. So there is a handy schedule of Missoula's Memorial Day wreath ceremonies over at KYSSFM.com and your free KYSSFM mobile app right now if you want to check that out.
95th annual Memorial Day wreath ceremony.
Man.
That's awesome.
That's kind of wild.
And it's an action-packed day. Starts at 7 in the morning.
Yes.
And goes all the way through the afternoon with a dozen different events. Pretty cool. All right, yeah, as you said, you want to check out the schedule and more. Not only for that, but details with Paddleheads. Still get tickets to the opening series. Tickets, I believe, still available for shows with Kettle House.
Yes, they are.
All right. All the details. Check it out. Your KISS FM mobile app. A little look at what's going on around town with 94.9 KISS FM.
When it's country in St. Ignatius, it's Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM. Now you know newsworthy nugget of the day with Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KISS FM.
Brought to you by Farside Sign, Missoula's leading full-service sign and custom vehicle graphic shop. Farside Sign in the 2200 block of South Avenue West.
All right, nugget time. Gather around, everyone. This is when we all learn a little something together.
Exactly. This is an extremely 90s nugget because it involves AOL and also CDs. Did you know during AOL's peak in the 90s, half of the CDs being produced in the world were their free trial discs?
Wow.
If you may remember, you used to get these in the mail all the time. You get a CD just in the mail. It would be an America Online, 1,000 hours free, 45 days.
Right.
Sign on today. And it was all to install AOL. Half of the CDs in the world were those discs.
That is a crazy stat.
That's crazy. Yeah. And I guess it must have worked for them. They kept sending them. They kept making those CDs and sending them out to people. But still, wild to think about. Half of the CDs in the world were just AOL.
Jump on that dial-up connection.
Yeah.
Surf with AOL.
And now AOL is barely a thing. Need to or not. Now you know.